entrepreneurship isn't like this stagnant thing. It's a fluid, it's a fluid endeavor. And so I was talking like this potential guest for the podcast the other day, and we were just talking about like entrepreneurism and how responding to change is more important. It's greater than the plan that you have in place. And because entrepreneurism isn't like this stagnant thing. It's a fluid, it's a fluid endeavor. And so, there's this balance between staying the course and knowing like what you need to do in terms of your overarching reach and your vision and the plan that you have in place, but also responding to all of the stimulus that happens out there in the marketplace. And being able to pivot at the right time is oftentimes what defines, a company from being successful or not being successful. Like, if you think about like, Netflix and Blockbuster, right? It's the age-old example of failed absorption in your own ego. Blockbuster was dominating the space. They had an opportunity to buy Netflix, I think, for $4 or $5 million, and they chose to pass, right? And they decided, no, we're gonna keep the brick and mortar. We don't believe streaming is the future. People want to come into the store. They want to buy their Juji fruits and their popcorn, and then go and watch a movie. And they were totally wrong, right? And conversely, Netflix made this huge mistake when they decided that they were gonna both send CDs and then also charge. But their ability to pivot and say, look, I made a mistake. We made a horrible mistake, and we need to adjust and we need to change our plan. It's probably defined them, right? That, and then going into content. I think entrepreneurs all too often, they get stuck in their own mind, that this is the rigid course, this is the only direction. And you've got to be responsive to the stimulus. You've got to be acutely aware. When you're aware, things will present themselves. And when they present themselves, you need to seriously consider them. Don't ever lose your true north. Don't ever lose that what your real secret sauce is, but you've got to be prepared to kind of zigzag. Entrepreneurism is not a straight line, right? You go back and forth, up and down. There's this zigzag process, and your plan's not greater than the reality of the world you live in. So be responsive and keep moving forward towards that end objective.